Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the A-01 podcast. It is a historic moment for us. For the first time ever in the 8 years we've been doing this podcast, we're doing 2 shows in 1 month. Can you believe that? Miracles. We actually attended class on time for once.
I mean, given the circumstances that have happened in the past few days, and again, we had to get ready for another convention. Well, I'm supposed to get ready for another convention for next month. You're good, Matt. I'm not sure.
I'm
about
not.
you.
No, I got so much things going on. Yeah.
And plus, we also got the end of one season, the beginning of another happening. So it feels about right to just jump right in and get the second September podcast out of the way, even though the first September podcast was technically the August podcast. But hey, you get more content either way. Be happy. So with that being said, it's only been 3 weeks. How the hell have you guys been?
Alive. Yeah, that's that one, right?
I mean, the fact that with the grind of everything, again, working as well as you kind of hit that point in your, I don't know, mid-30s. It's like, okay, grinding away, and the fact you can't even take a moment time off aside from your half-hour mandatory lunch break. And
Half-hour? Oof.
Yeah, I even tried to scratch out a little bit for a full hour, but the fact that you have your minimum base of 30 minutes for a lunch break and just try to de-stress before the world crushes you down once again after 5 days is so yeah, pretty much like you, Matt. Just living, surviving at the moment.
Salary man now, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm probably gonna need that highball soon enough.
I like how you guys just completely ignore the fact that I'm in the same situation. Oh, don't worry about Josh. He's got a great job, right? Just dealing with idiots all day long. Yeah, he's fine. Don't worry. It's my life that sucks. It's my job that crushes me every Monday through Friday. Right? Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay,
wait. Aren't you old, sick, and tired? You work with fucking children. Isn't that your problem?
I would say yes, but I left my muffin out in the kitchen. So.
Damn. Yeah, it's a shame though because he doesn't work with Scott Colton.
No, as a matter of fact, I actually don't work with anyone there named Scott or Colton. So, wow, I used to work with Scott there, but he quit 6 years ago. So,
if only, right? If only he made a comeback.
Nah, he ain't coming back.
Oh my god.
So yeah. Been 3 weeks, and guess what? In those 3 weeks, we actually have some pretty juicy VTuber news. So Matt gave me quite the earful of what was going on, and I actually saw a little bit of this on Asmongold's stream, and the fact that he got hold of this 90-page document that we'll get into here in a second. But yeah, let's get into it. So Matt, take us away in VTuber Corner and just explain what the hell is going on.
All right, so first topic there in VTuber Corner. So Fruit, who has been streaming seldomly, not as often as she would, ever since the post Silver Veil arc. I guess can we call it that?
I mean, sure. Again, the post Silver Veil, post Veve, post Neanners. I mean, after that first major groups of leavings,
Yeah, people handle accusations or things like, oh, she cheated on her husband. She's a skank. She's this. She stabbed your mother. The whole 9 yards, right? Only for her to come out recently with a 90-page document with insane detail of her entire experience with her ex-husband. And I was like, holy snap, bro. This is insane.
Yep.
And there are some people who are not of the greatest minds. I'll leave it as that. Who's still nah, I don't believe her. I'm like, okay, why? Well, she cheated on her husband. And I'm like, oh my God, these people need to touch some grass.
Yeah.
It's literally that meme. I ain't reading all that. Literally, they did that. That's the meme. I ain't reading all that.
Yeah, and it's just, what the heck? She put out this, again, 90 pages detailing of her situation. And you're pretty much being that guy saying no, the act is, she did the act, in the end she did it wrong. Again, what she did, cheating is cheating, no matter who did it, no matter the situation. Or I don't know, abortion's murder. You killing baby is wrong, no matter what the situation is. Really Really, you're just
Really?
gonna blame the act and not the situation or factors
Right.
outside. You gotta be that guy to victim blame. Like
Yeah,
seriously.
it's gone. It's so bad. It's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, it's so bad, and the people who take this out of hand. So it's like some dipshits. I'll be very polite. Unironically, has now made a hit list of people who who supported the cheater or whatever, supported Fruit, and the list so far fills up as of like 10 seconds ago. Everyone's favorite case on. I'm like, okay. Squeak Chan, Project Melody, Iron Mouse, Matarakan, Quinn, Bao the Whale,
Yoshi, yeah, basically all the major VTubers out there.
PR, Buff Pop, Sindel, Michi, Amelie, Merriweather, Kuro, and Kyo. Kyo with the H and the Y, not K, Kyo Kusanagi, okay? Just you know the difference.
Yeah, like holy crap, people! Like, oh, the fact you want to go and make a hit list of like, oh, she supported this. Like, dude, are you really want to go and draw lines? You really want that's because like, oh, those people don't agree with my point of view, so I'm gonna make a personal hit list and like, I shouldn't associate again, guilty by association, like. Dang it! This is why I hate the human race sometimes.
No, it's so bad. It's like, I can't believe it's this stupid. It's like it's gone to a point that like nothing's gonna change the narrative. This woman can like unironically cure cancer. She can like she can give you cosmetic surgery to make you a giga chad. You would still be spiteful. There's nothing to fix it. Just say you hate women, okay? Just own up to it, right? If you just say you hate women, I'm down with like, all right, you hate, you quote unquote these whole guarding tools ain't loyal. You can just say that. That's like cool. That's bad.
Yeah.
It's gone out of hand. Like they like Hason made a thing and they just took down to hold this yard.
And now she has another statement in regard to it.
Yeah, she doesn't know. I only saw the first statement. You could go on the second statement. Yeah, talk about like, oh my god.
It's just, yeah, basically it's like, yes, look, Kason basically the long story short is basically she said like, yes, cheating is bad, yes, I get that and all that, but as a person she as Kason's paraphrasing is basically like, I try to see the good, damn I do, damn I don't, if I don't try to see the good in people. Like, yes, it may screw me over, it may scam, I got scammed, I got more or less get like cheated, whatever it may be, but forgive me, and for my own personal weak characteristic that I try to see the good in people. Is like, yeah, and Kason, yeah, props to you, Kason, for sticking to your guns. Again, especially like what you've encountered before. Yeah, and yeah, people, like, look, damn we do, and of course, naturally, we're going to this whole world, like, that's the world as it is. Like, oh, blame the victim, blame the act, and not the situation. Like,
right, and it's like, let's look at the situation. We were polite, right? Oh, so this guy joins the military, whatever, right? He's in a relationship with Fruit, who at the time was 19 years old. Practically, in my opinion, as a guy who's in a relationship and older, whatever, and I have slept around. Trust me, I got a lot of tail in my time, and I still get that hornet here and there. Here, so let me get this straight. You, as a man, got with this young girl who has no experience. That's step one. You kind of won the game, okay, in a certain way. I'm going to be real. That's a messed up thing to say because you can put anything and it'll be acceptable. Kudos. No. But here's the messed up part, right? You abused her emotionally. She stuck with you for a long time. You went to the military, ditched her for time on end. If she cheated, you led her to cheat. You made it easy for her to do it, you craphead. That's the thing about I hate men like this, you weak incel loser men. You think you really don't understand what it's like to be an actual real man. Like, homie, this is a relationship. If this was important to you, you would have done everything in your power to make sure it's in the best thing you can. I want to talk about a toxic relationship. Remember, I forgot her name, Nazuna?
Oh yeah.
Nazuna's relationship with that other actor, right? That other person.
Yeah. The other party.
Yeah, the other actor that Nazuna worked with, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, Nazuna messed up. Whatever, you could take that as you will. Take that as it, right? But that guy tried everything in his power to make that relationship work. Let her have the house. He did this and that, and she still was a bad person. If you did all that and Fruit was a bad person, then that's a different scenario. But that's not it. That's the problem. So get out of here with that, man. It's one of the, like, get out, like that's the facts. Like you didn't even like what is this?
You didn't even try, man. You didn't
Yeah,
try.
like whose man's is this?
Is like as you said, like you pretty much, I don't know, you probably, if you had the one person in other significant other in your life that scratches, like pretty much checks off all the boxes, what you're looking for, basically guarantees you happiness. As you said, Pat, you do whatever you can to make sure you keep that as best as you can, because again, that partner is your significant other half. But
No,
no,
and yeah, that's the facts. Like people, you just didn't care, and you just didn't care. That's it. You just
now,
didn't, and you get what you get.
and just again the details, like you go at, like again, you pretty much do this whole emotional manipulations that regarding, oh, I'm gonna KY myself, or like you like do all that. Okay, you try to like blame, and then you also blame regard to including family members, like, yeah, oh, you're interested in this, oh yeah, fruity bullshit. It's like, dude, you're doing nothing for, yeah, you're doing nothing for leadership. You only digging yourself further in the hole. You do nothing to salvage this thing, and
That's the best.
and you're
and that's the
wondering
best part.
why
Like,
she left you.
Yeah,
Like
that's just facts. Like you're not even like trying that. And the thing is that like you can't just expect like, oh, I guess young, she should have known better. She has no experience. How would she know that this is normal, that a guy just ditches for 10 times, like 3-4 times a year? Think of your brain cells here, man. Come on.
She was barely legal, barely registered as an adult, came to America by herself, and you don't think she? No wonder she said in her statement that she developed agoraphobia because of it. Like, yeah, that would be scarring. And like, no, oh no, she cheated. Like, screw her.
Yeah, it's like, bro, grow up. And that's the thing about it. Like, I really do feel like a lot of these Linsel Uzuman don't know what it's like to be a real man. I mean, it's seriously a real man. And take responsibility. Yo, think of how this got here. How did you get here, man? Don't you think about what you like? Cheating doesn't happen out of nowhere. I didn't accidentally bake a cake. I didn't accidentally stew oxtail and made a sandwich out of it and grilled cheese. I took time to make that happen. You took time to make that happen, you idiot.
And
like, that's the thing. Like, this woman was with you for 5+ years, and then she cheated. That's half a decade.
It's just like, yeah,
a decade.
Yeah, you have no one but to blame. And again, for all you people out there who like going after Fruit and her supporters for again back her up after what she does, like, look, obviously all stories have their sides. You got to hear from the other party. But at the moment right now, we haven't heard anything from the guy. And like, obviously, if we want to go full docs mode, and that have to be so privately, unless that guy wants to bring it out in public. So it's just.
And by the way, we've been waiting for his comment for like years. We've been waiting for like years. It's like all right, he's got something to say. We've been waiting like any time now. You got something to say anytime now, buddy.
Yeah, like, settle this after me. I've been private with you two only, and like see how it is. But nope, we haven't heard anything. And now, like, yeah, she releases her statement, and like, oh no, victim blaming, dude, freaking, like, don't be like so reactionary, dude. Don't be so reactionary. Like, and actually just see the thing. Read, like, again, that's what basic comprehension. Read.
It's like, so no, like you don't even believe in reality. Like, yo, it's like she made a narrative, and actually, someone actually blocked me for saying that. I actually politely, what is that narrative? Tell me right now. Like, I will. So what is it?
Yeah.
What is the narrative? I mean, this is a serious question. What is the narrative? What is she pushing?
Yeah. Like,
oh well, she cheated. I'm like, and what led her to cheat? Why did she cheat? Did she just like, I don't know, again, this is sexism, I don't believe this. She just spread her legs open, went pew pew, and all guys ran in? No. Like,
yeah,
get out of here, man.
It's like, you don't, if you accusers, haters is basically saying like, oh, she's doing all this thing for clout. Oh, like, yeah, this cheating thing. Yeah. It's all a big ploy. Like, dude, you think she would benefit from that, from setting up all
from
this
exposing herself like that? Yeah, like, yo, I need the mix up here. Like, what do you gain from exposing stuff like that?
And yeah, just from what I've seen, even like seeing from the other eye or the other side of like, oh, like, yeah, I just can't forgive her cheating. Like, fine, you don't have to like her because she didn't cheat. If she did the act, fine, you can have 1 point off her. But again, understand the situation and not just the simple act, the sole act
Oh.
solely by itself.
Yeah, also, I don't like that she cheated, me blinking. And that's the best you got? So you're telling me someone should just stay and stick it out? That's not how that works, you know. That's a horrible way to live your life. I mean, serious. Like,
Exactly.
unironically, if Cassie was unhappy with me with shit that was happening, my partner left me. That's her. Hey, shout out to Cassie if you listen to the podcast. You leave. It's all good. I would like to keep the switch though. That part. You let me keep the switch.
She's
Okay.
her. She's her own person. She can do what she wants. But you want to be the whole play that high moral high ground, like judge to be judge, jury, and execution. Like no, she's guilty. She's guilty. Like dude, look at your own life before you judge people else's.
Yeah, literally
like,
touch some grass, man.
Just focus on your own life. Better yourselves before you do anything. Look, we're all human. We all suck. It's just. And it's already bad enough as it is. So how about you mind your own damn business before anything else? Like, look, speculate all you want. Like, you want you don't have to like her. Fine, that's at the end. But if you want to go and make other people's lives bad, worse, to the point I want to degrade them, like, oh, I hope your mother's blood cancer, mother have cancer or something of that sort. Like, seriously, man, re-examine yourself.
Get some help. Yeah,
re-examine yourself.
Yeah, that's the situation. To me, like, oh, she cheated me. I bet. I mean, where I'm like, I've seen worse happen. Like, oh, okay, that's the best she did. She didn't like, I hate to say it, sue you for your money or got you court-martialed, or I hate to be polite about it. There are certain states that has protection against military people who abuses them, and that military person can pay his money to her for the rest of her life. It's like child support, but worse. The fact she went out just telling everybody, hey, he's a piece of crap, and that was it. You got, again, I'm be messed about this. You kind of got off easy.
And
you
again,
got off the easy route.
And again, she did not disclose the name. She wanted to maintain that basic privacy. So yeah, that's high ground. That's points to her.
That's true. She like that. Who else knows? That's it. Yeah.
Much only her family and very closest of friends. And again, that's their business. Like, who are you to go and get to someone else's business? You nosy bastards.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. So it's like at the end of the day, to be super honest about it, it's like, so can we just like admit that you guys are just weird? Like, y'all need some help. Like, it's not, you could just not like her. She cheated, fine, but at least know what happened and like just own up to it and stop being creepy about it, making lists or trying to say that like, you know, cheated on husband on this, like people made lists. One of the worst things so I actually saw someone tweeted that got some traction. It has like 14K views. Somebody tweeted out like cheats on her husband while he was deployed, allegedly calls him slurs while cheating on him, throws Super Real under the bus with a hospital fiasco, yet you're the victim. All this established female and some male indie to support you. Damn, female privilege, huh? Like, you know how stupid you sound? Allegedly call him slurs. You don't even have proof.
Yeah, and again,
it's like cheats on husband. Why did it happen? You think that she just sat there waiting? Oh, he's gone. Time to, run some trains.
It's just crazy. And again, you try you basically again with the whole case on like a backlash again. Like even like some Twitter is like, oh, just because you're the only one, like, and basically this I'm like now she feels like the people feels bad that they supported case on AK Coco and like only basically connected to I don't know, the whole past harassment, alleged harassment with Silver, which like, dude, where the hell you got that connection from? Is like,
I actually unironically believe that they were never K-Sun fans. I actually believe that. I actually believe they were never K-Sun. They never were. So
they never. It's just like, dude, that in the end, that's their business and all that. That the fact that we've heard from Fruit. She provided the crew. She gave her witness. She basically cross off her T's and dot her I's. Is just like, dude. She did pretty much everything, and you're still not satisfied. I'm sorry, dude. That's a you problem.
Yeah, you gotta own up to it. Like, just it's unironically Jover for you. And the thing is that you don't even have to like her. That's the thing. You don't even. I'm not even asking you. I'm not even asking you. It's like, homie, she was in a bad situation. She cheated on her partner. Her partner wasn't the best. She never said the partner's name. She has in this country, we're very vindictive on suing, particularly America. She could have went harder than what she did and just let everyone know that's it. I call this a decent payout. Like, you know what? This is actually decent. This is not the worst that could happen. But at some point, you need to look and realize, yo, this guy, he ain't great. Because he didn't put any effort to maintain his relationship. That's all I gotta say. That was not a priority for him.
Yep. You done fucked up. You simply done fucked up.
Yeah, you just that's it. And you could just go on with your life and just not follow her because you weren't following her anyway. That's it. You weren't following her anyway, so
Like, how does her issues affect yours? Yeah.
Yeah, like are you like, I want to add like this question. Are you bagging her right now? Is she in your DMs? Are you sliding into that? No.
Yeah, this whole parasocial relationship is just such a fickle thing. Like
I said, man, like y'all, half of y'all just unironically losers, man. Just off. Just it's over. Okay.
Yeah, take a walk, touch some grass, take a walk,
grass, man.
Exercise, better yourselves. But no,
go for a 2-kilometer run and come back and like, yo, you know what? It was weird that I was talking about a girl I never met before. Yeah, it probably was, homie.
So yeah, for all the people out there who like just issues, like, dude, it ain't that important. It's not your life, and you like it doesn't affect you. It's not gonna. It didn't give you cancer. It didn't cause a family death. Like, this is just an issue that was on her that she wanted to disclose, and like that's I want to give some solace for her own personal self. That is it. How does it affect you?
That's it.
No. Like you, because like I supported her. They're my old. She's like, oh, I liked her and all that. Like, no, the act itself is indubitable. Want to paint everything black and white.
No, it's a very immature, brain dead way of thinking because it doesn't apply reality. It's like, because it's like, even if I bought into your narrative, you would have to be able to prove that she was evil without a doubt. She was doing everything. Nothing that this guy did. He was the creme de la creme of men. He was a Giga Chad, and she was just as bad. You will also have to prove that she was conniving from the state as well. No one is that evil, bro. Not even cartoon villains are that bad.
Yeah.
She just. That's it.
Yep. So yeah, very much try to close the topic on this one because overall this whole drama, in the end, I personally find it as like, dude, that's their business. But you want to go and be involved no matter what, and now you want to even spread more chaos, hate, and all that. It's like, look, I get it. The VTuber scene, we're going to toxic positivity. Again, yes, toxic positivity is such a term indeed. But are you saying that it's toxic positivity to go and support someone who has been through so much shit and drama and hate and scarring that, I don't know, like that's worthy of being called toxic positivity? No, it's just being a basic decent human person.
Yeah, it's like I said, like the older you get, and this means for anyone listening to stream, listen to stream. Sorry, I'm gonna stream a run now. Anyone listening to the podcast, and I mean this very seriously. The older you get in life, even things you like right now, if it's important for you, work towards it. I like working out. I like my health to good death. I drink and run all the time. I care about things I care about. Not everything is super important to me, but if it's important to me, I put effort into it. If this relationship was that important to this guy, it was that important, he would have put effort into making it work. He would have made some phone calls on his night. He would did all that. He would have alleviate the worries that Fruit had of being a military wife at such a young age. But you didn't do any of that.
So yeah, that's your actions, man.
You found out, yeah.
You again, cause and effect, man. You didn't know, but you should have known, but no, you didn't. You didn't act on it, and therefore you're suffering the consequences. So yeah, cause and effect. Understand the basic concept of it all. It's science.
It's science. It's basic. It's like, all right, I guess this wasn't it.
So yeah, back to things happening. Iron Mouse just lost her main and her VOD channel recently. YouTube struck down the VOD channel, I heard, for based on copyright stuff, and now the main channel's gone too. Will, can you talk more about that?
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it on the head for the most part. So the VOD channel basically, apparently it was due to like you know the YouTube system is kind of bad regarding to like the copyrights, the quote unquote copyright strikes, which anybody can utilize. Haters, like third parties, whatever it may be, to haters, basically like to any kind of channel, heck, including ours here at the Outerhaven. Like yeah, basically you basically try to get anybody if they don't like. Again, that's how bad the YouTube copyright strike system is. And the VOD channel for Iron Mouse, basically got all like was I believe mass reported and basically had the VOD channel. Like so all these like singing great moments, all that, whatever it may be, kaput, gone. Which really sucks.
The funny thing is like in the past, this was a problem for Clippers because God, okay, so Clipper channels, this is my opinion. If you're running a Clipper channel for your favorite VTuber, Oshi, whatever, don't monetize it. That's what you get in trouble for, right? Most people have a huge Etsy, don't monetize it, right?
And that's directly straight from the VTuber themselves, like Lily clips as well. Like heck, even Lily's clips, like I believe there was one time as well. So unless it's directly employed by the VTuber itself, then yeah, you're good. But obviously, one, I said, don't make money off of their efforts because you're just basically copy and pasting. I mean, sure, it helps, but again, in the end, you're utilizing their efforts.
Yeah, it's the same thing with even for the foreign VTubers. Let's say you're a fan of an Indonesian VTuber or a Japanese VTuber. Even if you're doing translations, don't. But that's like that's like the only time I've heard that someone's got their channel demonetized or canceled because hey, you're monetizing content you took from me. That's a little rat behavior, you know.
Right. But unfortunately, like. And now with Iron Mouse's main show, which happened during her subathon, that's still currently happening at the time of recording, is like, yeah, she released her whole statement like, I am completely shocked that my main channel was shut down, and the only way to even get your channel to get back again is to submit like without basically have to dox herself to YouTube, which you can't trust YouTube or Google these days because again, information has been leaking everywhere, especially for VTubers. Like you want to go and risk Iron Mouse, one of the best people around who has done so much good and who's again chronically sick.
I mean, gosh, she donated so much.
She's done so much. Yeah, the IDF, like the Immune Deficiency Foundation, she's done so much good
that
to the world.
She's featured like as a dominant, like a donator for them. It's crazy.
And you want to go and give out her own personal information just to get back on her channel? It's like, look, I think this, from what I've checked out of research, is basically like pretty much the same thing we're going to our bot channels. Like basically, it was basically mass reported, whatever, maybe be it bots or just malicious users. Is like, and now you basically want to try to have this VTuber like unveil herself. Like, dude, the cards already stacked up against her already. You want to even pile on more shit on her? Like everyone on Twitter basically who supports us, like, dude, YouTube, you done fucked up. I mean, heck, even like some legal YouTubers, I think, even some legal lawyer YouTubers actually picked up on this case. And as you said, we're going to like, I think maybe even Aspengo talked about it as well. It's just like, yeah. Like YouTube, what the fuck, man? Like,
it's because it's run by machines, man. Like it's like the YouTube, like the reporting is run by like bots, AI, whatever. It's run by machines, and it's so trash. It's like, my brother in Christ, can a person really look at this? You know how stupid these accusations are. Like, do you check it? No. It's like they're just trying to automate not doing their job, which typical.
Right. Good. I get it. We want AI to make our lives easier, but in this case, you're basically handing people's livelihoods, their way of making money. Sure, Twitch is there, but again, Twitch has its own problems. So you want to go and even pile more crap onto it? It's like, dude, Iron Mouse has done so much good for the world. She, if not one, also the biggest VTubers out there for your platform, and she decided to go put on there. And no, this is how you're gonna pay her. No wonder she's staying on Twitch. And like, look, Twitch is not as great.
No, Twitch. Yeah, Twitch has some issues. Like, it's like, oh my god.
But the fact that again, you take on a prominent VTuber like Iron Mouse, and like with no rhyme reason whatsoever, whatever it may be, like, dude, YouTube, reinstate that channel, or else you're gonna face a whole lot more backlash than this.
Yeah, I wish them the best of luck with their brilliant strategy. It's the first time I've ever seen this. We just keep doing wrong stuff more times. That just works out perfectly. Keep doing it wrong and it turns out right. But
Yeah.
it's honestly just kind of ridiculous because it's like I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay. And it's like, well, she just give her information. No, she's protecting her identity and her brand. We're not going to trust Google. Google, and by the way, Google's recently was sued because they have a monopoly. It's been proven. Okay, so let's just say that trusting Google for your information may not be the best for your personal scenario. Just saying. Trusting Google may not be the best.
Yeah, anybody. I mean, hack our personal information. You shouldn't put on the internet, but we have to do it so anyway, and that's a risk itself. So, ugh. So,
yeah, it's just truly insane. Like I can't believe that like this is such a bait. Like everyone knows like, hey, this is kind of bull crap. You're gonna fix this? Absolutely not. This is never gonna be fixed. I'm like, you guys suck.
yeah. So YouTube, do good and reinstate both the bot and Iron Master's main channel because this is just not helping you. It's not helping you.
Pretty much. But oh god. Yeah, and I would say speaking, I guess more bad news. I can count more bad news. So Amelia Watson will cease ending her streaming service by the end of September. So I would say the Monday, September 30th, 2024. She outie fi. It's not a graduation, but she out of here. She's out of here. Yeah, it's not a graduation, but she's out of here. Yeah,
it's more bittersweetness if anything else. Like if you went to Ame after her announcement, she talked about it briefly on her stream. Again, she talked it to everybody of her Gemini's. Again, these were the first 5 people for Hololive English, so that they're pioneers for the Hololive English scene. So it's just. But it's just so kind of Ame. It's so Ame of her. Like again, it's not a graduation. I'm just basically not doing my full-time stream mode. And like some people say, oh, she's gonna be the next A-chan. She even said it herself. No, I'm not gonna be A-chan. I'm not gonna be a staff member. So I'm just gonna do my own thing. And again, it's there's been so many memes which is basically like, no, she ain't dying. She ain't dead. She's not gonna be. She's basically just moving on. And like, if she's gonna be part of Hololive, but more in the back of scenes, but not in main like spotlight, that's all part of her. In the end, that's her life. And like Mori, Gura. The rest of the gym is basically talked about briefly in regards. Again, they discuss it behind the scenes before coming out with this, and heck, even Yagu made a statement on Twitter. Is basically they just again thank you for all the hard work that she has done throughout the years. Again, 4 years just about 4 years of Hololive English myth is just like it's crazy, and
it's
if
crazy.
She wants to do it. Like even Maury said, like I want her to say it because again we're the pioneers, but in my heart is like I want her to be free. It's not in my place to control her life, and that's absolutely okay and fine. So I'm just gonna do what she wants, and all we can just do is just again see her off with a good smile. That's how it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy for her because it's like she was so influential. Like the best Ame streams, I recommend to see any of her 3D debut streams or 3D content. She is such a genius. Like she helped reinvented 3D streams for our audience. I mean that seriously. It's insane.
Heck, even even you Nintendo YouTubers even like a props to Amelia Watson because again her mean of ground pound like with Mario 64 that was one of her like beginner walk playthroughs of cards and everybody loved her Mario 64 playthrough. It's just absolutely Ame like the great time lord that she is like she did good in the world for 4 years, and that's pretty much just enough to say like she done good, and now she wants to move on, and you have to respect that decision. It's her life.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty happy that she's like done it, and I think that in my opinion, she's probably gonna try more experimental 3D stuff. I mean, I know she's gonna come back for like merch stuff or anniversary things and things like that in the future, but that's about it.
Yeah, and this is just kind of a reminder as well to all like VTuber fans out there. Well, sooner or later, one day your Kami Oshi will stop streaming, and that will be it. So it will come sooner or later. So just embrace that fact. Like your favorite stream, heck, like there'll be a day when I don't know, Coronet will stop stream, which that's dreadful.
I'm not ready for that one, but I know it could happen. Yeah. That's the world for you.
That's how VTubers work. Like again, we have a long life and we want to like not base everything again. I prop to PewDiePie Felix. He won a life. He did his YouTube life. He's done. He's more or less retired. He's now in Japan living his life with his family. So So again, life's big. You do other things. You spread out. So yeah, for Amelia Watson, that's no exception. So yeah, all props to you, Amelia, and like whatever you do in the future, I only hope for the best for you.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm glad she was the time we had with her. I'm glad that she did it, as well as like be such influence space. Like, to be fair, Amelia was like the most non-idol of that group. She was not the best singer. She definitely was not about having idol behavior.
Ambitions,
she was a gamer girl with horrible hiccups and memes, and that inspired a lot of different people because it's like I feel like the reason why I say Myth was such a big deal in space, whatever, is like because each of those girls were different in a different way. Like Callie was not gonna do like idol pop music. She did hip hop and other genres of music that people like. That was cool. You got Amelia, who was a gamer girl. You got Ina, who is like who helped made because at the time, I'm not gonna make fun of it, but like Doreen Chan and some other girls, like the Lude Oshi thing. I mean, Matsuri, I know she's God, but that was like the big get over. You know how Ina got over? Just being comfy and making terrible dad jokes. That just worked. Like, and that's the thing about it. So it's like I feel like the English Myth is such a big deal because all of them was significantly excellent, and they were so different that helped like change the space how people become VTubers. So I give respect to them. So yeah, Myth forever. Bam.
Yep, Forever 5, man. Forever 5.
Yeah, Forever 5. And speaking of Forever 5, drop that 50%. This is Saji. So yeah, Forever 5. Forever good news. Nissa Sanji has always been dropping the ball. So we found out their quarterly financials for Q4 and the last quarter. Essentially, the revenue has dropped. They no longer report the EN branch of their income now. It just says JP Bucket. That's it. But if you do the calculations, you can find out that majority of the drop came from the EN branch. No one's buying EN swag. They don't make a lot of money selling the EN products anywhere. I mean, the fact they Audi 5 of a concert at Anime Expo. I mean, a couple, that was not great. So yeah, the English branch, based on their current numbers they revealed, it ain't doing great, at least monetarily wise. And I mean great in the sense of their metrics, not like, oh, they don't make any money. Trust me, there is enough Niji fans and Niji sisters that still buy their products or at least gives them money, but they ain't doing great revenue-wise. It's not going great for them.
Yeah, remember, and this is after they say that one of particular talent was financially negligible. Yeah, ain't so negligible now, isn't it?
Yeah, dope. Like the thing is that like there are two ways of gaining profit. One of them is doing profit things. The other one is social profit. Like, hey, I hate to say it, no one really likes Oreos that much, but you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
That's social. Same thing with Coke. Yeah, like Coca-Cola, it's everywhere. That's social. People associate it with so many things. It's there. That's a social thing. You can't beat that.
I thought you could.
People. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna make a connection with that whole Coke Oreo thing. I'm not sure.
No. I'm not gonna talk about Coke Oreo. No. That is a different rant for another time, my friend. We're not ready for that. We are not ready for that.
All right, continue.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, so not only Niji doesn't have a social good, because even if you're a Niji fan, can you tell people like, yeah, I watched the Sanji Public? You can't do that. If you say that, your life is over. Everyone hates this company. Obama hates this company. You hate this company. I hate this company. Josh doesn't watch VTubers. He hates this company.
Yeah.
This is true, actually.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, like I don't like you. She don't like you. Your dad doesn't like you. Like your dad don't like you. Like you could have done so much thing to basically receiving positive karma to you. Like do basic things. I mean, heck, even put on your job application to actually do more than minimum wage. But no, the fact that you have done so much crap to shooting yourselves in the foot that the red flags were saying like, dude, this is a bad decision. Yet you still do it anyway. Is the most simplest thing you could have do, and even still you messed up.
Yeah,
like, how? How?
So it's like you like the thing is that so in social minds and like people like I ain't mess with you. And the sad part is they could have launched and they have done. They have launched on pretty good waves. They have some people are really talented, but it's like I ain't down for that. This ain't happening. And that's the situation they're in. So the English branch they really screwed the pooch on that one. That much is I'll leave it as that. They screwed the pooch on that one.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But I wish, yeah, and that explains the revenue loss. But that's some good news. We spice it up with some good classic Nisa Sanji. What are you doing?
Like, Niji Sanji. Or just F Niji Sanji. I don't know if we should do that, like something what Jim Sterling did. Yeah, like, you mean
Jim, F Sanji. Oh, Nisa Sanji, yeah, basically. And I think the final news we have for the VTuber corner is I think that TwitchCon. I think we'll have a TwitchCon, so you can talk more about that. Will.
Just like brief events here and there. Like just right before the podcast, like we had Iron Mouse's VTuber Academy, which they have awarded 3 VTubers with their own personal avatars from like also in collaboration with Rubber Ross. So and yeah, again 3 VTubers like overseen by Iron Mouse and Rubber Ross, like. Just do and recognize it by their efforts. Like again, props to those 3 VTubers out there. I'm very happy to see it. Also, yeah, and obviously in San Diego, like there's like many prominent VTubers out there, like Victoria, Juniper, Sender, like even Nags, who is like a VTuber ambassador. Like many people are at TwitchCon San Diego at the moment right now, and yeah, even a couple of other indie VTubers out there as well. And this is also just a quick reminder as well. If you are that guy who wants to go and drug other people's drinks, you can go F yourself. Like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, the classic spiking. Yeah, that's always a great idea. I'm gonna spike a young woman's drink. That's always great. I really hope you go to jail.
Yeah, like, dude, come on, man, come on. So yeah, just a quick reminder to all out there, not just TwitchCon, but everyone. If you're going to the bar scene, by all means, travel with a party. Always cover your drinks. Always order your own drinks, and yeah, just be on the wary. I get it. Like again, TwitchCon, well, is great fun, but like any convention, just be wary. Just be absolutely wary. Again, do not victim blame all that. Just like be safe, no matter what it be. Because again, paranoia works with you.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, man, I think that's pretty much it for VTuber Corner. That's just been so much.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's been kind of more or less been drama and negativity, babe. But at least we have that one Niji something like, look at him suffer.
Classic Niji. Thank God. Oh, thank God. It's like thank God you guys suck. That's all I gotta say. Thank God. My life is so much greater because you suck. Like, thank you.
So here, like again, apologies for the whole drab on drama news, but again, people, please, like as I said, the world's crappy as it is. Don't need to spread that crap around, literally. So here's hoping that next month we may have some more brighter news, but I'm not holding my breath too much. So, but again, one can hope.
I mean, there's some good news. You could always watch the, and I do mean this politely, the clips or the VODs of the Hololive GTA events. Those have been super fun. Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, there's some also for fans of Holostars. Shinri has been on hiatus for a while. We don't know. He's taking a break. Wishing him the best and hope his mental health gets better. That's all. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, definitely check out the Hololive GTA collab event. It's just absolutely funny, especially with Full Moko. It's just never trust them to drive in a hospital and an ambulance. That is just the fact that even crashed at their Kami Senpai Oshi Korone. Like,
yeah, they read it. Yeah. And Corona is running a happy bread business. Okay, let's leave it as that.
Happy bread.
Happy bread. It's not happy bread at all, man. It's illegal stuff, okay? This stuff's illegal, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, good times.
That's not wink. Apparently some VTubers I was like, oh, this is how people make money? Oh.
Yeah, exactly. This is how we make money now. Yeah.
All right, so let's get out of Dramaville, virtual Dramaville, that is, and get into, well, I guess more virtual Dramaville, because I'm going to shit on the show that everybody loves, because it's time to take a look back at the summer anime season.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did not enjoy all sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. I did not.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah, I'm going to get some flack for this, but hear me out. So, number one, it came out with a really good premise. So, obviously, she speaks Russian, and the main character just happens to understand Russian because, well, he kind of had a history in, Russia growing up, and basically, had a friend over there, and basically that's how he learned how to speak it, so he can communicate and all that fun stuff. But yeah, when you think of the premise, it's like, all right, cool. This guy knows Russian. He can understand her. She doesn't know he can understand her. So you're just waiting for that moment, that one nice little moment where either he slips up or maybe you get the heartfelt, confession in Russian where she realizes, holy shit, he knew the entire time, and it would be a great hook to build a series on. Doesn't happen because after maybe 2 or 3 episodes, the joke got old, like it got stale, and then it focused on basically Kuze joining the student council, which he had a history of doing in the past in middle school, but he didn't want to do it, and he does it anyway, and then he gets talked into running for student council president alongside Alia, and not even that wraps up. Like, I'm expecting like the first season to be like, all right, and the election results are ... See you in season 2. No, we don't even get to the fucking election yet.
Wow.
It's like it just stops. And when you're looking at the hook to get you to the second season, there is none. It's just basically like a very bland to be continued. And that's all it is.
I see.
And the whole, feelings in Russian thing just got so old. It was basically ignored for like the back half of the season and sprinkled in here and there, mind you. But it's not even enough to remind you that was the whole point of the show. And this just went from something with a very unique premise to essentially a run-of-the-mill rom-com and not even a good one.
Dang.
So
like,
yeah,
I mean, the only good probably like good thing about that show is the sister. She's just absolutely off the wall, which I
Suo, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
she,
very much.
imagine,
Kind of shame.
Imagine her being the actual, opposition for her brother, and they went into her backstory, the whole grandfather thing. They got divorced and whatnot, and grandfather wants her to win, and it's like it's a shame on the family if you lose to him. So do your best. He's gonna win. He's the fucking main character. He's got plot armor. I mean, come on.
Got plot. He's rocking it under his t-shirt.
Yeah, but he's got Alia, the other main character. You got both main characters running for student council president. They're gonna win. It's plot armor.
Yeah.
But dang, the way you describe it, like I'm kind of low-key kind of glad I didn't finish up the series. Then I mean, I want to see what happens next. But if you say that thing only leaves it up to a cliffhanger, like not even get to the main payoff, is like, dang, that's kind of disappointing.
What's even worse is like right towards the end, like the final 2 episodes were supposed to be the build up to get you to watch season 2. The 2 episodes before that were fillers. Like they're celebrating like a belated birthday and shit like that. It's like, where's the story? Where's the main point of this whole story? It's like, what's all these stupid like happy feelings and shit? Like, come on. I mean, I'm not saying it's a drama. I mean, I probably shouldn't have said happy feelings. The whole show is supposed to be about happy feelings, but you know what I mean? It's like it lost the plot.
There is no sauce. That's what he's saying here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the meatballs were not in the sauce. They were just sitting on a counter, still raw.
And chicken was dry. Chicken was
dry.
Oh yeah, the chicken was dry and rubber.
And rubber, yeah.
And the coating was made from almond flour. It wasn't made from like real flour and breadcrumbs. I just actually described my dinner on Saturday, which was yesterday.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, diets and all that stuff, but whatever.
True, yeah. No. Oh, wait, that means that the muffin is still up on the table, though, right? You can get that muffin.
Yeah, there you go. A little bit of a cheat day. Muffins.
Yeah, a little cheat day, like.
Yeah, but jumping from that one to an actual good one, Gimai Seikatsu, otherwise known as Days with My Stepsister.
Oh, man, I've heard this. Yeah.
So, this one, like, how do I put this? I mean, it's great if you have the attention span to stick with it, but it is boring as hell if you don't, because a lot of the episodes have a lot, and I mean a lot, of inner monologue. As a matter of fact, there's actually a about 3 or 4 episodes in a row that actually start off with like, the whole film reel and talking and expressing feelings and stuff like that. But if you can get past that and just realize how much of a masterpiece this show is, you're going to enjoy it, because essentially, I mean, it tricks you, because when you see shows like Domestic Girlfriend or Eromanga Sensei, and you think of all these step sibling like love stories and how they're just so comical and so out there, but you get attached to them in some form and it's degenerate. And you're thinking, because this is another step sibling remarrying type of situation, you're going to go down that same path. And honestly, spoilers, it does, but it doesn't do it in the way those other shows do. It actually breaks all of your conceptions of what a step sibling romance is. So essentially, it's the same setup. Yuta lives with his father. His father remarries. He gains basically his new stepsister. And Saki is kind of like monotone in like the way she carries herself, and she gives off this vibe like she's going to be like this bitchy sister, or she's just going to be uninterested. But you learn that she's more or less analytical, like she's taking it step by step. And so is Yuta. He's trying to, I guess, be the brother that I guess he's supposed to be. He's trying to be accommodating, he's trying to be thoughtful, and both characters come off rather bland and flat if you look at them from a surface perspective. But unlike most generic main characters, when you see their actions, which are just like normal everyday actions, they actually have weight behind them. Like when Saki is trying to study, he basically, Yuta goes out and finds like some music that she can listen to help relax as she's studying. And he's always trying to be like the voice of reason and trying to push her forward, trying to make sure that she's okay and not overdoing it. Things like that, little tiny things that seem like a brother trying to be a sister, or sorry, yeah, a brother trying to be a brother to her sister. But at the same time, it stirs something inside of them, like natural feelings of romance start building up. But it's not like a sudden realization like, oh my God, I like my stepsister. It's a natural progress that builds up over time, and they actually go into like deep analytical thought about, is this actually happening? Am I actually just being uh like influenced by familial love? Is this romantic love? What would happen if this happens? They analyze everything like to a very fine detail. And then it's not like they're trying to push them together either. It's not like a setup to where they're going to end up to as a couple, because they have like other influences. Like for example, Shiori, who is Yuta's coworker at the bookstore. They have a very fun relationship, and that actually spawns drama between like Yuta and Saki, because she becomes jealous, but she doesn't let him know that. But she goes about it in an odd way by actually applying to his job to become a coworker there. You know, it it's so well done. And one of the things I love about this show is like there's virtually no soundtrack. I mean, there's music here and there, but they overuse silence, and usually that is a bad thing, but it's a good thing here, because with the way the show presents itself, it forces you to pay attention to every situation, every word that they say, and it makes everything just such like have an impact. It has so much weight to it, and you appreciate it for what it is. So it's one of those shows you have to really dig into to appreciate. And if you take it at face value, you're probably not going to like it. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was masterfully done. And it's a very, very top contender with my anime of the season. The other one I'll get to in a second. But have you guys seen this one by any chance?
No, but it's something I probably enjoy reading because I'm a manga guy. But I do like the idea that they how to put it, it's a good slow burn, and they actually thought, like, instead of, oh no, I touched my sister's boob, I guess I'm gay. And like, no, this is are we in love? Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's more, as I said, a very slow burn. If you have the attention span, which unfortunately many humans don't, and like if you can appreciate the mood and the fact that I believe like even the creator as well, like the writer of the show, like saw like one rankings that actually was the top show. Like, yeah, at least that it puts some hope for me that people do understand the premise that is a slow burn, but if you stick with it, understand it, take your time with it, you're gonna get a lot more out of it. So I mean, I need to get back to the show, but unfortunately, work be busy and all that. But once I have time, it's like, yeah, I want to continue to finish up the show because it is that like that one. It's chill and it takes its time, which I do appreciate. I mean, sure, we don't have time in the world, but if you can have the time to watch the show, then by all means do.
Yeah, and if you want to read the manga, Yen Press is putting it out, and I believe the first volume comes out next month after so many delays. Like this thing was supposed to come out back in, I think, June, and I think it got pushed back to October, but it is coming out eventually. But yeah, Yen Press has it, so look forward to that if you'd rather read it.
Fantastic. All right, that's for me. Yep. All right, because it's like it's a proper slope. Like to me, it's like the problem I have with the incest of the comedy drama. It's like it's always some really stupid way they fall in love. It's not some like analytical or like, oh, it's like I'm building a relationship over time. It's, oh, I touched your butt. Oh, you saw me that I'm into manga. You have to keep my secret. Or, oh no, you found out I'm a maid. I guess we're dating now. I'm like, real people. I don't know. I'm more the realist side of romance in my mind. That's where I'm at now when it comes to romance. I enjoy some spice like everybody else, but make the premises a little better. Okay, I know that they're debating if their brother and sister doing the booty touch, but come on, at least it's more realistic.
Yeah, pretty much. Another one that I just wrapped up was one that I've already reviewed the manga for on Outerhaven, which is Dead Demon's Destruction.
Yeah.
I love this manga series. Well, obviously because Inio Asano is my all-time favorite mangaka, so I'm going to be a little more on the biased side to this one. But there are some things that happened or didn't happen in this case that did draw my ire a little bit. So first off, it starts off with episode 0, so they're counting it from 0 instead of 1. So there's 18 episodes, even though 17 is quote-unquote the last. You have to count the 0 episode. It starts off with the ending of the manga. And they did it with one of those we call like, here's what happened and here's how we got to what happened type of things, which I don't know if I really agreed with, but it is what it is. From there, from 1 through I think 15, they kind of followed the source. They did leave out some stuff. One of them I can pretty much understand why, which is the explanation of President Padron and how he got elected and how he gets killed. Because, President Padron is a spoof of Donald Trump and he was almost assassinated twice. So good job trying to keep that out.
Oh, God.
But they deviated from the manga in episode 15. And yeah, it was a little bit weird, but if you're an anime only watcher, it's not gonna take away from anything. It's just only if you're a manga reader and you pretty much know the source, it's probably gonna bug you a little bit, but it is forgivable with the way things ended. It's still wrapped up pretty nicely. But essentially, if you don't know what it's about, like I don't even know how to even start talking about this because this series has so many different aspects of the story that I could sit here for an entire podcast dissecting it, but the overall like synopsis is like a giant mothership filled with aliens parks itself over Tokyo. It starts smoking and everything's like, oh, it's gonna blow up. It's the end of humanity. And meanwhile, while that's happening, you've got people just going about their daily lives. Like they're going to work, they're going to school, they don't care about it. Oh, look, it's the mothership in the sky. Invaders are coming down. But at the same time, you got the government trying to be the government. They think the invaders are, well, invaders. So they want to position themselves, Japan is, as the foremost powerhouse of the world to deal with these invaders. And of course, the United States has, keen interest in getting the technology for themselves, as well as trying to find out, the plankton AI that Japan is using to power their fusion systems, which are their weapons against the invaders. It's a whole political mess. And of course, it's Inio Asano. So you have that dark, gritty slice of life aspect where there's like rogue groups popping up that are basically becoming terrorists. And, you have several characters being a part of different groups. Some of them are protesting, some of them are actually taking action. In the middle of that, you have your two main characters, Kadode and Oran, who are simply just going to school, and they're, because it's Asano, they got fucked up personalities. Like Oran wants to basically take over the world and turn it into a dictatorship, while Kadode basically wants to smite evil with justice using alien technology and have a sex affair with her teacher. And by the way, she's underage. So there you go. That's just Inyo Asano. So there you got all that going on. And in the middle of it, you have Keita Oba, who is a pop idol star, who basically gets killed when one of the ships from the mothership comes down to survey and crashes into the place where they're holding auditions, or I guess rehearsals. And one of the invaders gets also fatally injured. So what do? They implant the invader inside of Keita's body, and now all of a sudden he's wandering the world using Keita's body as a vehicle. And he meets Kadode, he meets Oran, and he basically tells them about the truth about the invaders. And you find out, and this is fucked up too, that, and then this is probably spoilers, but I don't care. They basically have their home planet, and their home planet tells them that they used to be from Earth. So they send the mothership down to scout Earth. But that's a lie, because they actually have an overpopulation problem, and they specifically put them on a mothership with a bad reactor core, thinking that the mothership blows up, it solves their overpopulation problem. If the humans are hostile and they destroy the invaders, it solves their overpopulation problem. So you basically strand them on Earth, and now you have this whole sympathy side of the invaders, because they're stranded. They're just trying to coexist with humans, and the Japanese government's like, fuck you, we're trying to blow you up so we can show our dicks that we're the biggest dicks in the world. Yeah, that's Dead Demons
Relatable.
Destruction in a nutshell.
Damn.
Relatable. Gotta have the biggest dick. I relate. That's relatable.
But yeah, it is amazing. Like, if you're looking for like a really like, I don't know how to put it. Like, it's sci-fi, it's slice of life, it's drama, it's comedy, because there's hilarious moments in there. If you just want all of that wrapped up into one package in like a multi-genre style story that's going to hold your attention and bring with it some of the most impactful moments that you're going to see in anime, watch this show. And then go read Inyo Asano's other works, especially Goodnight Pun Pun, because that show is that series is freaking amazing, and I can't believe that never got an anime.
I mean, given down the line, we're probably like with the recent remakes and re-releases back of old series. Probably, who knows?
It depends. Yeah, Rama's got retouched again, but I agree. Like, yeah, Mr. Punt. Yeah, I can't deny that one. Memes aside, yeah.
And hell, even Downfall, it's a single volume. Just turn that into a friggin' OVA or a movie or something. Like, give Inyo Asano some more flowers besides one anime season. But yeah, that was a great show. Go watch it. The rest of the shows I'm going to talk about technically haven't ended yet, but we're like right there at the finish line. It's like it's the Patriots versus the Seahawks. We're on the 1 yard line, and we actually hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch. We're doing that. Yeah, there's some painful memories for me. But
thank you.
Yeah. The one I'm going to talk about next is Too Many Losing Heroines. I haven't seen the ending. Obviously, nobody has. It comes out next week as of the time of this recording. But obviously, I've seen 11 out of 12 episodes. It's enough to pretty much form an opinion here. And yeah, this show is the other one that's in running for my anime of the season. I know some other people out there, like Glass Reflection, just couldn't get past the first couple of episodes because they saw the scene with Lemon and that was his name, Nukumizu. I can always never pronounce his name right. In the athletics shed, and it gets hot in there, so she becomes delirious with heat stroke, and she starts disrobing, and all of a sudden he thinks it's like this, scandalous, anime, but it's not. Basically, Nukumizu is basically this loner student. He just wants to live a regular life by himself, peace and quiet, but he gets roped up into these scenarios with all these different girls. Like, there's Anna Yanami, not to be confused with Anna Yamada, which is from Dangers of My Heart. But yeah, she is probably my least favorite main character out of all these. Basically, she is the type that had this crush on this guy. He didn't feel the same way. He just, pieced out and went with some other woman. She got a little upset over it, started, noticing that Nukumizu was watching from the other side of a diner, and did the normal thing. which is to sit down with him and just, complain about her relationship, all while ordering food and not paying for it. So the show starts off with Anna paying Nukumizu back by giving him food. And it starts off with them having lunch together every day. And you think, oh, this is the budding of a relationship. Nope, she wants nothing to do with him. She's just basically doing me these favors. But at the same time, there is Lemon with, her problems. And then you meet another person named Komari who has social anxiety, who has her problems. And it keeps building up and building up where he keeps meeting all these different girls, and he kind of becomes like the shoulder to lean on for all of them. And it's a little frustrating because you think, all right, which one of these girls is he going to get with? The answer is none at all, unless it happens in the 12th episode. I don't know because I haven't seen it. But yeah, they tease so many different relationships, but he's more or less like the therapy guy, and you get to see all these different characters go through all their stories and their backgrounds, and you get to kind of feel for them. And once you get past like the first couple episodes with all, the scandalous activities that happen and all that other fun stuff, it boils down to kind of like a drama mixed with a comedy. And it's just really well done. And, you kind of want to root for Nukumizu to get with one of these girls, but at the same time, you just kind of want to root for these girls by themselves to better their lives and get past their situations.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's actually very well done. I had the same thoughts as Glass Reflection as well, whereas I'm just like, okay, I see where this is going, but I didn't. And now that I actually stuck with it and saw where it actually went, it's actually a really great show. I don't even know if I would call it a rom-com, though. I don't even know what you would even call it.
It's more like a slice of life in a sense as well. So, and just to give you some information as well, like the 12th episode will be be written as an original story from the author itself. So it's gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna it's not gonna be based on the manga itself. It will be straight from the author's brain. So no one can say what's gonna be next in that final episode.
Oh, I didn't even know that. So there you go. I actually started buying the manga because I love the show so much. So I guess when I get caught up and I find out, what volume did the anime end on, I can just pick it up and see what the difference is. So, yeah. Matt, have you seen the show yet?
No, but I'm gonna read it. This like most of the animes you guys recommend, I can't watch because much like Will, my anime consumption is also teetered by my job I could do. So I'm mostly just reading. I would sneak read or read. So that's what I do.
Yeah. If anything else, I gotta do it at home, but just barely. I'm tired. I don't want to. I want to sleep.
Well, good news for you, Matt, because the first volume came out this month, so you're not behind.
Fine. All right. I'll catch. All right. I'll bust out the credit card once again. All right.
Yeah, gotta put that $13 on there.
Yeah, gotta put that. It's not gonna hurt anybody. I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah, and as far as regular shows, that's pretty much all I've watched. Obviously, I'm still watching My Hero Academia Season 7, Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, the second season of Tower of God, and the second season of Shy. So those are all wrapping up pretty soon. And, it is what it is. It's continuations. And one little question, because it's still on my watch list. Where the fuck are the final 2 episodes of Whisper Me a Love Song? It's been in, delay since last season. Get your shit together. I want my final 2 episodes so I can put this to bed and do my review on it.
Now you know how I feel. We're going to the other shows last season, which I believe. Dang, I forgot what was the show's name, but I know I know it's the one the pig liver one. That one we literally wait an entire season before we get that last episode. So yeah, now you know how I understand how I feel.
And shit, I even forgot what that show's about. I'm gonna rewatch some of it now.
Right. Yeah, literally in purgatory. Yeah. Pretty much the same situation with regard to the whole near animation as well. Yeah.
Well, actually, it's a good transition to the next topic, which is the fall anime season and what we're going to be watching, because I'll have plenty of time to rewatch it because I went through the entire list and I only picked up 2 shows.
Oh.
Went from 13 shows this season to 2 next. So I'm actually going to probably maybe spend some time during the week, if I can, getting my manga reviews done ahead of time and then scheduling them like I did this past week, and then use a free day to maybe watch a show that I've passed over and marathon it, because at 12 episodes at 20 minutes an episode, it's like what, 4 hours to finish a typical season. So that's a cool Sunday or Saturday afternoon. So I might do that this season and probably play catch up on some stuff.
So yeah, I'm curious. Like, what are those two shows then?
Nothing new. They're actually just sequels. The third season of ReZero and the second season of Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online. That's it. I tried.
Wow.
I found like this one show. It's like it starts off with the description like an otaku girl. I'm like, oh, it's living in a town protected by a magical girl. Oh, I don't want to watch that. And then there's oh shit, I forgot, some sort of another isekai thing where it sounded like great at first until you see like transported to another world. I'm like, oh great. Yeah, it's like there's nothing. It's like either, and then I found like a romance show, and it's like, oh cool, finally romance. Oh no, it's high society because it involves a duke. I'm like, I hate those fucking romance styles. What's it? Fantasy, whatever, romance and fantasy mixed together. They have a term for it, but yeah, I can't deal with that shit. And like, there's not a single show that was like right up my alley. Like, no real good slice of like romance, no rom-coms, no AI shows, no sci-fi shows, no shows like Windbreaker, nothing like Dead Demons, nothing like Durarara. Like, my taste just got neglected. Like, what the hell, Japan? How'd you go an entire season without giving something that I like? Why do you got to stick me with a couple of sequels and that's it?
Hey, naruhodo.
But yeah, so that's my list. It's pretty short. What about you guys? Anything that you're going to check out next season?
I mean, I'm just looking through the list right now, and pretty much like in your situation, it is basically second season. I mean, we got Sede Spirit Chronicles Season 2, which, I mean, fine. We had the 5th season of Danmachi, the Goddess of Fertility arc, which, again, if you want more Danmachi, that's great. See, like, I know everyone's been, I've been curious myself around the show. I've heard, like, again, a great comedy horror, which is Dan, which I know was a big major feature back in Anime NYC. So that's kind of like the other one I've been kind of curious about. Just like looking through the list right now. I mean, there's Demon Lord 2099, which is like, I don't know what the heck, but I'll probably check that out. There's Blue Exorcist Beyond the Snow Saga, which, again, if you like Blue Exorcist, fine. I mean, I'm just looking at the list again, and we just know we're going to Dragon Ball Daima, but that's not like about 18 days away, so like I'm not really interested about that one. Of course, naturally, everyone's been clamoring about it. It's basically the remake of Rama 1.5 with the.
That's pretty much on my list. Yeah.
I mean, that's the only one that's like pretty much I'm interested, because again, I love the original. I'll see how it is, like what they did with Yatsura and the such. So I'm curious to see how they can do with this modern interpretation. And like other shows, a Terrified Teacher at Goo School as a gag show, but hey, I need some laughter in my life, especially with these days at the time. So yeah, I mean, I say it as I have like many shows on my plate, but as like again said before, it depends on my work if I have time. I mean, if I have to choose anyone I have to see, it probably would be Rama 1.5 and Dan, because those are legit ones shows I am very curious about. But yeah, as I said, like I'm not seeing anything that's like particularly too striking in my head. I mean, the only one that's like, I mean, just like, might as well bring it up right now, because the only show I actually managed to finish up this last season at the moment right now is Akaneko, which is just a slice of life. And it's a cheap show, but it's so good. It's like a 4-koma slice of life. We're going to a cat running a ramen shop with one human girl, but it's like, it's a slice of life. Again, you have Takeya Kuroda voicing as a lawyer. I mean, the voice of Hideo Kazuma voicing as a lawyer. So what's not to love? And it was just a very good chill out show that after a hard day's work is just like, yeah, even the opening song is pretty much like, yeah, like treat yourself to a good bowl of ramen after, and like, yeah, be good to yourself. So I know, like, if you don't like slice of life comedies, listeners, that's all fine of you, but I definitely need at least one good slice of life to like help me through any like the toughness of the work week. So forgive me, listeners. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I managed to finish at the moment right now. Last season is Akaneko.
Wow, I've only got like my personally 3 is essentially Ranma 1/2. You guys heard me talk about the series a lot. Yakuza Fiance, they're making an anime of it. So I'm gonna check that out because I'm a fan of the series, been reading. And I'm just gonna check out MF Ghost Season 2 because I've already seen Season 1. I'm a huge fan of Initial D. I
I mean, initial D. I mean, guys, I'm a huge fan of the guy's work.
Enough said.
Like, there's nothing else to it. So it's like that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm like, okay, those three I'm going to stick to, and that's it. Everyone else, I wish you the best of luck. I'm not going to watch Toilet Bound Coon. I don't know what that's about. Don had too much advertising for me. Like, all right, I know, but no, not for me. And that's pretty much it.
All right, yeah. I mean, actually, as you're going through your list, Will, it's like I actually caught a glimpse of Demon 2099, and I was like, oh, here we go, something right up my alley. Futuristic city, cyberpunk type of feel. Oh wait, Demon Lord. Never mind. I was really hoping like Demon would meet something else, and I'm going through the synopsis and I'm praying. I'm like, don't be a Demon Lord. Be something else. Be like some gang named Demon or something like that. No, it's a Demon Lord.
Yeah. Sadly, they're not done with the Demon Lord trope as of yet.
Nope.
Yeah, so disappointing. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff out there for people to enjoy, but me, I'll just stick with a couple. And like I said, I'll probably just catch up on some of the shows I've neglected and that I've been meaning to watch and just haven't.
Yeah, and I also forgot to mention as well, we have the second arc, the Kyoto arc for Rurouni Kenshin as well. So yeah, that's coming up next season. So I'll probably be watching that as well.
All right. So with that being said, gentlemen, final thoughts. What you got?
Yeah, we definitely. You go ahead first, man.
Yeah, easy final thoughts. It's probably a bad idea to talk smack about women or people you're never going to meet in life. That's it. That's final thought 1. Final thought 2. If you haven't already, I'm going to recommend one book today. It's a new book. It's not going to be some OG anime stuff. I'm going to something new. Okay, I'm no longer an old man anymore. I had this new book. It's called Naruto. It's got Kishimoto. I'm just kidding. I'm not that.
Naruto. That sounds interesting. What's that about? Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Well, it's about this guy who wants to be a ninja clan. Believe it. Anyway. But this is manga I've been reading online, and I'm with the truth. I read it through a pirate site, and that pirate site is no longer around because the internet, and it is. But I really enjoyed the book, and I wrote the title down. It's called Under the Oak Tree. It's a novel, but became a comic. Ink Lore has printed the first volume in hardcover, and I got it, and I really do enjoy it. Essentially, the premise is that you have this shy kind of girl with stutter step marries a aloof, silent knight, and the political fantasy around the whole thing, and her trying to prove her worth to him trying to be a good husband. It's good stuff. I actually deeply enjoy this. The volume 1's out. It's in hardcover, so it costs you about $30 USD, $29.99, but it's definitely worth it. Every page is in color, so it's good. I'm looking forward to whenever they announce the second volume to it. So yeah, check out Under the Oak Tree, the comic, the Maha Volume 1. It's out there. Please get it. Those are my final thoughts. Don't talk about women you're never gonna meet, and except for unless they're worth $15 million, that's a different story. Unless somebody, $15 million is a different story. But jokingly, it's like I really do mean this. If you guys don't like fruit, just don't like her. Just leave it as that. You don't have to say anything else. Just get on with your life. You don't even have to watch her content. You have to buy her stuff. Just like, I don't like it. Like, I think I told Will this, and Will knows this personally. I am not a fan of Takahashi Kiaro's content of Hololive. I have nothing against her. Just not a fan. I don't watch it. That's it. My life is good.
That's it. Right. Again, you don't have to be a negative stan. That's what it is. You don't have to go be hounding on every nook and cranny of her trait, personality, actions, and all that. Be that stan, hater stan, and just she's doing everything I wrong. That's justifying my personal ego. Dude, don't be a stan. Don't be a negative stan.
Don't be a stan. Just be weird, man. Just okay. You don't have. I mean, that's to me the weird part about it. I don't. Yeah. That's the thing. And the thing is, and when I go to conventions, we went to Anime YC, right? And I see tons of people loving Kiara. They're rocking her gear, KFP, all that jazz, right? You know what? I'm glad they like her.
More power to them.
She just doesn't appeal to me. More power to them. She doesn't appeal to me. That's it. My life is good.
Exactly.
I got Ina.
Yeah, I got Ina. I got Korone. I got my other VTubers. Look, you think you have enough the attention span to have all these kami oshis? Again, more than one life will ruin your life, as the old saying goes.
Pretty much.
So I mean, heck, like again, you I think you were with me at our meeting. I don't think you probably would, but again, the fact I met Kaku Shibuya is like, dude, that's a fucking
Oh yeah.
and like look, like, but you don't see me like griping about her everyday life. Like, look, she has her own life. Look, I met Kaku Shibuya again, great person, and again, lovable,
Strong
if anything
hands.
else.
That's all I gotta say. Strong hands. Like strong hands.
And look, I got to try to do a heart shape with her. So yeah, I'm happy with that. But you don't want me to go like, oh, she's my girlfriend. Like, dude, she has her own life.
Weird,
like that's her thing. Again, that's her life, and that's it. If I meet her again, fine, happy with that. But that's her life. So in the end, again, don't be weird. Don't be parasocial, like completely parasocial. Like, oh, she's mine. She's like no, dude, life's too big. Cut some grass, move on, exercise, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And also, Will, do you have a recommendation? Because apparently I forgot about that segment, despite the fact we've done it every month for the past nearly 9 years.
God.
Thank you for reminding me about that, Matt.
Like, what happened to our recommendation? So going to the final thoughts. But yeah, I guess for my recommendation, I mean, I've said it the current volume for Masamusume. If you haven't get already, by all means, please get that right now. And I guess my only recommendation is by all means head to the Outerhaven YouTube channel, because we currently released it at the moment right now is our Matt and mine's interview regarding to Max Kim of Cover USA. If you want to see more regarding to like the thought process of like again during the time period of like how Cover is coming to the West, how it's expanding, all that, by all means, like please check that YouTube video of that interview with Max Kim. He is an absolutely great guy, also like a fan like us. You definitely a guy you want to go and like familiarize yourself. So please, by all means, I recommend our video on the Outerhaven YouTube channel of our interview with Max Kim of Cover USA. So yes, I do that.
All right, as for me, before I get to my final thoughts, my recommendation, which I completely forgot about, I'm going to go ahead and recommend Nukozuke Volume 1 from One Piece Books. I believe it is coming out on the 20... What the heck is it, 2 days from now? 24th, yeah.
The 24th, yeah.
Somewhere around there. But yeah, this is... And I actually thought of it when you were talking about the anime you're watching, Will, about just a cute slice of life with cats. Well, this one takes it a little bit step further, because in Japan, cat is known as neko, but in this case, they're known as nukos. What's a nuko? Nukos are little chibi humans that are cats. Little cat girl and cat boy humans in chibi form. And they get adopted by a guy, and, it's basically just a situational comedy type of thing where he just feeds them and then takes them outside, and this cute little slice of life moments. And it was really cool to see something like that. Nice little break from all the other stuff I typically read.
Right.
Yeah, if you want something down to earth, pick up Nukozuke. It's coming out pretty soon, so check it out.
And yeah, I pretty much said my final thoughts regarding to a longer event, but I guess just overall, hopefully as we head into the fall season, again, please do not drink any pumpkin spice lattes. That's really, you don't want to feel the capitalism machine as it is already. But just hopefully as we head to the fall season.
Just drink bubble tea, it's cheaper. Like, I'm not even joking, man. Just drink bubble tea, it's cheaper.
Bubble tea, matcha, any kind of tea. Please do not ignore the pumpkin spice. Do not feel capitalism like anything else.
It's so gross, man. I don't. Look, man. I mean, maybe because Will and I are people who are non-Caucasian. I don't get pumpkin spice, man. It's just I don't. What is this? I don't get it.
It's a white girl thing.
Yeah, and also please. And also, please do not celebrate Christmas already as it is. We got to get through Halloween and Thanksgiving. Please do not celebrate Christmas.
Oh my god, yeah, don't celebrate Christmas. Oh my god. Yeah.
The turkey's not dead yet. Put the damn decorations down, all right?
God, I've seen, and I mean this probably, there are more people that I know that celebrate Halloween more seriously than this. And I'm like, I can't believe this, man.
And as far as my final thoughts are concerned, since I basically wasn't a part of that whole diatribe with the VTuber stuff, I'm just going to say this. Kids, eat your vegetables.
Yeah, eat your vegetables, don't do drugs, and by all means, understand that reality is reality, fiction is fiction. Remember that.
Yeah, like I said, my honestly, I'm just really mad about these people doing it because it's like if you ask them, really, they don't have anything else to say about it. It's like you're just being a psycho fan stalker, and like just get some help. Stop. Like you're not gonna meet this woman. She's not gonna. It's like you don't watch her content. You're not gonna bag her. She's not gonna bag you. She doesn't know your phone number. She doesn't exist. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, just get over that. You have a much better chance of touching some grass, do some push-ups, get a gym membership, and lift some weights. You live a better chance doing that than meeting fruit. And I mean that seriously.
Yeah, so that's the moral of the story. Eat your vegetables and watch out for the wheelchair. With that being
Watch
said,
out for the wheelchair.
we are going to wrap this one up. So for Will and Matt, as always, this is JJ Pietro saying, don't forget your recommendations and Godspeed to all you out there in Radioland. Peace.
Bye,